Ship Kitty here, and welcome back to another episode of Chusingura. Continuing right from where we left off, last time we met with Ogui Sarai and blackmailed him into trying to restore the Asano family. And we also met Kohita's older sister. So, that was nice. And right now we're in the Shogunate's palace, I believe. Judging by all the dog paws all over the place. And I guess we're gonna see if Ogui Sarai is actually gonna actually work for trying to restore the family, or if he's gonna betray us. So anyway, let's see. The third citadel of the Edo Castle.
柳沢様。空井か。ようやくお会いできました。すまん。ここのところ上様に呼び出され続けていたのでな。で、どうしたのだ？はい、実は火急にお耳に入れたいことがあります。何？キラに呪いをかけたことが露見しているだと？はい。なぜだ？なぜそのようなことが？空井！貴様が誰かに話したのか？めっそうもない。私が話すはずがないでしょう。じゃあなぜだ？なぜ露見したのだ？わかりませぬ。しかしそのもの、私と柳沢様が上野之助殿に呪いをかけたことや、泉岳寺のみくじと日食で呪いが発動することまでをも口にしたので、おそらく全てを知ってるかと。で、その者はお前に何と申してきたのだ？はい、呪いの剣を口外してほしくなければ、その引き換えに浅野家の再興を認めようと。なんだと？柳沢様、いかがいたしましょう。私は危うく切り殺されそうになりました。悪いことは申しません。ここは相手の要求通りに浅野家再興を飲むしか。そんなことできるはずがなかろう。あの裁きは上様が直々に下したものだぞ。そうやすやすと変えるわけにはいかん。それに赤穂には下野の国烏山藩の長井を転封させようと調整をしているのだ。今さら赤穂を浅野家になど返せん。ではどうしたら。
Oh, that's quite the information to come by. Today, I visited Sengakuji Temple with Yasubi after the morning practice. It was my first visit to the cemetery since I came to Edo. Sengakuji Temple? Sengakuji Temple is the place where I traveled back in time to Edo. It's also the place where I was killed. It's the place where I said goodbye to the Chamberlain. I'm deeply connected to this place. To be honest, I didn't want to come to the Sengakuji Temple. For me, Sengakuji Temple is an ominous place. That day, the day my comrades killed themselves with seppuku, if I had not been killed on that day, the Chamberlain's wish would have come true. In fact, if Yasubi didn't insist on taking me here, I wouldn't have come today. Yasubi comes here nearly every day to greet the late lord in front of her cemetery.
これは堀部殿。
あ、ご住職。お勤めご苦労様でございます。
今日も線香をあげに来たのですか？
はい。
堀部殿、こうして毎日のように線香をあげて供養しに来るのも良いですが、いつになったら匠の神殿の仇を討つのですかな。
それは。
本当ならこんなことは申したくはないのだが、線香などあげるよりキラの首を取った方が亡き殿の供養になるのでは。しかも聞くところによれば、家老の大石殿は仇討ちよりもお家再興に尽力しているとか。その話、まことのことなのですかな。
はい。
まったく嘆かわしいことだ。堀部殿、あなたは江戸でも高名な武人。その武人が主君の仇を討たないでどうするつもりかな。
申し訳ございません。
Poor Yasubi. Every person who talks with her lately brings up the subject of revenge.
あ、やっさんよ。いつになったら殿様の仇を討つんだよ。てっきり俺はやっさんが江戸に戻ってきたからすぐさまキラを討ちに行くと思ってたんだぜ。
今は仕方ないのだ。藩の意見は今お家再興が多数を占めている。だが今がそうなだけであって仇討ち自体を諦めたわけではない。毎日江戸詰めだった者の家を訪ねて同志を募っている。
同志を募ってる？そんなまどろっこしいことしてんのかよ。おいやっさんよ、キラの首くらいやっさん一人で乗り込んで取っちまえばいいだろ。高田馬場の決闘で鳴らしたやっさんの言葉とは思えねえな。いいか、前にも話したが江戸の町人も今回の幕府の裁きはおかしいって騒いでるんだぜ。ここで仇討ちしねえでどうするよ。
It's true that the decision for the Akko domain is the main topic of all conversations held by the town people in Edo. They say it's a wrong decision by Tsunuyoshi to allow Asano Takeyumi no Kami to kill herself by seppuku, or that it's too harsh to let the family discontinue. But this is all because people's resentment has built up. I think they just want the Akko retainers to take revenge in order to dispel their own resentment. It's the same for the artisan of the Sengakuji Temple. It's easy to say it if he isn't taking the revenge himself.
とにかく早いうちに色よい言葉をお待ちしておりますぞ。まことにお家再興になどなったら。
はい。
ご住職？
どうした？
はい。今しがた幕府のお役人の方が参られて、浅野匠の神殿の百日法要の儀執り行ってよいとの私が。
何？百日法要を行ってよいと？
はい。さようにおっしゃってられ、ご住職にお伝えせよと。
ご住職。
幕府がの。
Excuse me, Yasubi. What is the 100th dates memorial service?
言葉通りの意味だ。殿がお亡くなりになってから100日目に執り行う法要のこと。ご城代が幕府に法要の許可を出していたとは聞いていたが、まさか幕府が許すとはな。
百日法要？
ああ、今月の25日に執り行うことになった。
幕府は一体どういうつもりだよ。
Excuse me. What is wrong with holding the 100th day memorial service?
まずいってことはないんでやんすけどね。殿は幕府に綱吉公に切腹の裁きを受けた。幕府から見れば 罪人。法要が認められること自体、不思議な話。その殿の法要がこんなにも早く認められるなんて。
Is it unusual?
へい。
It's unusual. Could it be because I threatened Sarai that the Shogunate is suddenly allowing us to hold the memorial service? If so, my threat was effective.
おい、安部、こりゃ本当にお家再興が叶っちまうんじゃねえのか？ご兄弟は積極的にお家再興の運動に動いてるんだろ？ああ。
耳にした話だと、城明け渡しの際、受使者だった荒木殿が老中たちに浅野家の再興を打診してると。
余計なことを。
すぐに？すぐにやけに嬉しそうでやんすね。
What? No, not really. But since the Shogunate is allowing us to hold the 100th day memorial service, this means that it is actually one step closer to the family being restored, right? It's not all bad.
バカを申すな。殿がいないお家再興など意味がないだろうが。もしお家再興を認めるというなら、それは幕府が過ちを認めたこと。それならキラの首をもらわないと感情が合わん。ああ、そうだ。どうせお家再興を認めたところで以前のような領土と石高はもらえねえんだ。それとも、それでもそのような浅野家に仕えたいとでも思ってるのか？
I haven't put any thoughts into it. Whoa, she is really upset. But listening to them, for Yasubi and the other radicals in Edo, the permission for the memorial service isn't good news. Even now, people rush at them to take quick revenge. I shouldn't be surprised that they weren't happy about the news of the memorial service. Even so, I feel sorry for Yasubi and the others, but I'll do what I have to do. Normally this doesn't happen, being allowed to hold a memorial service. If I continue threatening Sarai, I am sure the family will be able to be restored.
ほう。赤穂の侍さんたちは殿様の仇討ちはしないのか？
What? Right then, an unknown man barged in to us abruptly. Who is this man?
失礼だが、あんた誰だ？
そういうあなたは堀部安兵衛さんだろ？
ああ、そうだが。おい、お前何者だよ。俺たちが赤穂のものだと知ってるようだな。
別に名乗るものでもないさ。ただ、あんたたちを知ってるってのは当たりだ。堀部安兵衛、高田軍兵衛。残り一人の顔は見えないようだが、あんたたちは浅野家自慢である三剣士の中の二人だろ。
だったらどうだと申すのだ？
いや、別に。ただ、そんな浅野家きっての武闘派の二人がこんなところでのんきにそばなど食べているので驚いただけだ。しかもあんたたちの話に耳を傾けてみれば、何やらお家再興などという言葉が聞こえてきた。やれやれ、赤穂の侍はあっぱれ忠義の侍だと思っていたが、どうやら我が身可愛さから仇討ちはしないらしい。
てめえ、何が言いたい？おいお前、そのなりは商人だな。商人風情が侍の俺たちに喧嘩売るとはいい度胸じゃねえか。軍兵衛、おい、お前がどこの誰だかは知らぬが、お家のことに他人が口を挟まないでくれ。何がおかしい？
いや、そういうのなら首と胴がつながっているうちに引き上げるとしよう。ただ堀部殿、あまり俺をがっかりさせないでくれ。俺はあんたに期待してるんだ。
え？
ではいずれまたどこかで。
なんだあの野郎は！
新六、今の男存じてるか？
ありゃ堅気じゃねえな。
I agree. Who was that man? He wasn't intimidated by Yasubi and Gunbei at all. Not all men are that brave. Hey, Kohita, don't you think so? Kohita? She was too scared to check if she knew him. Is she really a samurai?
まあ、周りに何を言われても気にしないことだ。
んなクソ悪いぜ！
安部、
なんだ？
その磯貝の行方が分かった。
十郎左衛門の？
磯貝は源助橋の近くで酒の小売商の商人になっている。
磯貝が商人に？
だけど浅野家の者とは意図的に交際を絶っているみたい。
あいつ。
新六、別に俺は十郎左衛門の居所をつかめなどと頼んでないぞ。
あ、ごめん。だけど今は一人でも多くの同志を集めた方がいいと思って。
確かに同志は欲しいけどよ、磯貝や片岡を仲間には入れられねえだろ。
あいつは自分たちには自分たちの考えがあると申して別行動を取ったのだ。なら好きにさせておけばいい。
とは言ってもどうせ何もできねえだろうけどな。
Shinroku,
何？
you look depressed since we left the restaurant.
安兵衛に役立つ情報を届けられなかった。余計な情報を聞かせちゃった。
What?
磯貝のこと、居所など調べる必要はなかったのに。
I see. Shinroku is concerned about what happened earlier. From my point of view, I thought the information Shinroku provided was unnecessary. If we left Osage join us, there's one more member of the radical group. I feel bad for Osage, Yasubi and the others, but until the restoration of the family is confirmed, I want this relationship to be unpleasant. But it wasn't a bad thing that Shinroku told Yasubi about Osage. I guess Shinroku thought it would be useful to Yasubi. Don't feel so bad. Yasubi was not upset with you. She was in a bad mood because of the man.
私は安兵衛の手足。私の価値はそれだけ。
That's all you are worth? Don't put yourself down so much. Why do you devote yourself to Yasubi so much?
安兵衛は
安兵衛は私を救ってくれたから。
Really? Yasubi saved Shinroku's life? What does that mean? But I couldn't ask any more questions. I said goodbye to Shinoku and went home. June 20th. Ah. Ah.
今日の稽古はここまで。
Thank you very much. Ouch. He's really enjoying the bathhouse scene right now with Yasubi. Yasubi's temperament has been very bad recently. The reason is obviously because the Shogunate allowed us to hold the 100th day's memorial service. Could the family really be restored in the near future? That's what people in Edo were guessing. That's contributing to Yasubi's bad temperament. She doesn't say a thing, but she shows it in the morning practice.
なんだ、俺の顔に何かついてるか。
No.
言っておくが、そのあざはお前の剣が未熟だからだぞ。悔しかったら、あざを作らずに稽古を終えることだ。
Yes. Scary. If she finds out the 100th day's memorial service was at my instigation, she may kill me.
安兵衛さん、いらっしゃいませ。
いつもの頼む。
Same for me. Eating some dongo.
なんだ、今日は朝から俺の顔をじろじろと見ているが、何か言いたいことがあるのか？
No. I was wondering why you don't drink.
俺が？
Yes. You look like a drinker. It's not because she looks like a drinker. But I heard in my original world.
堀部安兵衛って人は剣も強かったけど、お酒も強かったらしいわ。それでついたあだ名がのんべやすなんだってさ。
I remember my sister telling me that. In reality, Yasubi doesn't even drink a drop of sake. She mostly eats desserts like dango. Now I know these historical evidences and legends are not always accurate.
まあ、酒が強そうとは周りからも言われるが、俺は酒など飲まん。
Why don't you?
もし酒に酔っ払った時に不測の事態が起こったら対処ができぬからな。武士たる者、いかなる時であっても隙は見せられん。
Oh, I see.
それに酒などより団子や羊羹の方が健康にも良い。すぐはも元服は済んだとはいえ、酒はほどほどにしておけよ。
I know. Sake is for people older than 20.
なぜ20歳を超えてからなのだ？
Just a thought. And Yasubi finished her dango, and now she was reaching for the sweet jellied red bean pastes. When I see her eating desserts like this, she looks like a normal woman. I can never tell her such a thing, though. After the meal, I told Yasubi that I would stop by Kohita's, and we went separate ways. I was actually heading to a different place. Was the 100th day memorial service your idea?
そうだ。
He came as he promised. The reason I called Sarai was to confirm the fact and his intention, as I thought the memorial service will be held because of my threat. Sarai is aware that I know his secret. He responded to my call without hesitation. So, will the Shogun allow the family to restore?
ちょっと待ってくれ。お家再興にはまだ時間がかかる。
What did you say? Hey, are you trying to stall the process by holding the memorial service?
そうではない。物事には順序というものがあるのだ。まずは百花日法要を認め、徐々に浅野家最高の既成事実を作り上げていこうと考えている。
Establish the idea. It's in fact a hard task to get the Shogun to allow the family to restore. But I shouldn't believe everything he says. You're not delaying on purpose. If you do...
わかってる。だが、こたびの法要を実現させるだけでも難儀したのだ。お家再興には時間がかかるのは、そっちも理解できるだろう。
In the end, I couldn't get Sarai to promise about the family restoration. He informed me that Kira's estate will continue to be heavily guarded for a while.
今のものの後を追って何者か素性を調べろ。御意に。
I understand that the memorial service and the family restoration are two very different stories. But I can't afford to waste time here.
すぐにどうしやした？
Huh? No, nothing is wrong. Do you know who's attending the memorial service?
へい、安姉の志に賛同してくれた人たちのほとんどが出席するみてえです。
Oh. Well then. There are people other than Gunbei and Shinoku?
あ、
What?
へい、その新姉のことなんですが、多分法要には来られねえんじゃねえかと。
Why? Do you know why Shinoku is not coming?
すぐには国元の方だから新姉の事情知らないんでやんすよね。
Shinoku's circumstances? What do you mean? Tell me about it.
あちきからはなんとも。なんだよ、新六さんの事情って。
Ah!
驚いた？
Shinoku, how long were you there for?
どうして新六さんが法要には来られないんだよのところから。
She is unpredictable. She doesn't give any signs either.
すぐは他人の噂話するのよくない。
I'm sorry.
すみません。
But, Shinoku, why aren't you attending the memorial service?
あつきは休養を思い出したので、これにて失礼しやすね。
Ah, hey, Kyohita. Damn it. She couldn't stand the awkwardness and left. What's left is gloomy absence. Well?
どうしても聞きたい？
Huh?
私が法要に出席しない理由。
No, if you don't want to tell me.
どっち？
Yes, I want to know.
実は私、赤穂藩の人間じゃないの。
Really? We left the restaurant and Shinoku led me to a secluded place. She slowly told me about her past life. You aren't a Nako retainer?
正確に言うと、今はアコウの人間じゃない。私の以前の名は里村新六。
Satomura Shinroku.
私は次女だったから。
Ah. Were you adopted? In this time period, the oldest sons, and the oldest daughters also, both the second oldest sons and daughters were not entitled to take over the family. So they were usually adopted out to families with no children. I didn't know. But your surname has changed.
養父とうまくいかなくて、その家を飛び出したから。それで実家に戻ったのだけれど。
何？里村の家を出てきただと？新六、一体どういうつもりだ？里村の家は狭間家とは親戚の間柄。こちらが無理を頼んで養子にしてもらったのに飛び出すとは。
私、里村の家には戻りたくない。
ダメだ！一度里村家の養子になったのだぞ。ならば里村の家に功を尽くすのが当然のこと。今さら狭間の家に戻るなど許さんからな。
結局実家にも戻れず、里村の家にも戻らなかった。
I see. That's why you're staying at your sister's house.
姉の家に主君も武士の誇りも失った。でもそんな時、安兵衛が私を救ってくれた。
Yasube.
新六、殿の件耳にしているな。俺は仇を討とうと思っている。どうだ、この俺に力を貸してくれないか。
私が安兵衛に。でも私は父上から感動されてる。だから私は赤穂の人間じゃ。
何を申す。お前は里村の家を出たのだから赤穂の人間ではないか。それにお前は江戸の暮らしも長い。殿のご無念を晴らすにはお前の情報力がぜひとも必要なのだ。頼む、新六。俺にその力を貸してくれ。
安兵衛、私また武士になってもいいの？私も殿のご無念を晴らすために働いてもいいの？
新六。ああ、もちろんだ。共に赤穂武士として殿のご無念を晴らそうぞ。
私は一度武士の身分と誇りを捨てた。その誇りを取り戻させてくれたのが。だから私は安兵衛のために
一生懸命働く。
I see. I didn't know her history. Shinoku had lost her master and her pride once because of family issues. But the incident in the Quarter of the Pines gave her a chance to recover her status as a samurai. That chance was given by Yasubi. That's why Shinoku is loyal to Yasubi.
ふぅ、今日はたくさん喋った。とても疲れた。
I'm sorry.
おまんじゅう食べたい。
Okay, some sweet buns.
もなかも食べたい。
Wafers too? Haha. I remember this happening once before. But the previous time I didn't get a chance to ask about the past of the Edo radicals. I'm sure each one of them has their own story. How about Yasubi? Oribe Yasubi is the center of the Edo radicals, and so I wonder what kind of past experiences she has had. A thought like that crossed my mind.
すぐは
Huh?
ーおう、すぐは探したぜ。
Why?
ヤスベイがお前を呼んでる。
Yasubi? I thought Yasubi was visiting her comrades' estates.
ヤスベイ、呼んできたぜ。
What's going on?
すぐは、ご城代からお前宛ての文が届いている。至急山科へ来るようにとのご指示だ。
What? I was asked to go to see the Chamberlain in Yamashina. I wonder why.
柳沢様。
空来か。
浅野殿の百花日法要の件、取り計らいいただきありがとうございました。おかげで私の首もつながりましたよ。
浅野本家から法要の願いが出されていたのを思い出したのでな。当面の体裁を整える意味でも法要を認めたことは良かったであろ
う。もちろんでございます。法要が行われたことで相手はお家再興に一歩前進したと思ってますから。柳沢様の起点、さすがでございます。
世辞は良い。それでお前を脅した相手の素性は分かったのか？
はい、相手は元赤穂藩の深見すぐ派と申すものでした。
やはり赤穂のものか。
しかもその深見というものは同じ赤穂藩堀部安兵衛の屋敷で同居しておるようで。
堀部安兵衛？
ご存知ありませぬか。高田馬場の決闘で一躍名を馳せた赤穂藩きっての剣客でございます。噂によりますと堀部安兵衛を含む数名が暴君の恨みを晴らすべく仇討ちするのではとも。ですからおそらく今回の脅しはその堀部安兵衛の差し金かと。
何が暴君の恨みを晴らすだ。戦国の余人がくすぶる関ヶ原の後ならいざ知らず、この天下太平の世に剣を志す武士など必要ないというのに。
いかがいたしますか？
しばし考えるので追って連絡をする。
わかりました。
July 5th. Today, I arrived at Yamashina because of the invitation from the Chamberlain. It has been a while since I was in Yamashina, but I can't remember when I was here last. I know for sure that I lived here for a year and a few months. The scenery is the same as that time. The Chamberlain planted and filled the garden with flowers. The trees are nice and green. I couldn't keep myself from smiling. The scenery brought back fond memories. The bamboo grove by the estate. They were still there as I remembered. I often practiced my sword skills in this grove. This is where I learned the makiage technique from the Chamberlain. I felt like I wanted to swing my sword right here. I drew my sword and raised it above my head. Raising the sword above one's head is a stance for attacking, to protect oneself from overwhelming the opponent with one's energetic and powerful force. Overwhelm the opponent with my energetic and powerful force. Lunge instantly, cut. Ha! The blade cut the air into two. The sound echoed in the grove. Phew. I felt good being in this grove. I like the tension of the dojo in Edo, but I feel the crisp air here and I can concentrate better. The bamboo leaves rustle as if they are giving me lessons. Just then...
Oi!
Ah! It was Matsunojo. I hadn't seen her for a long time. It's the first time to see her since we said goodbye in Ako. I wonder if she came here because she heard the sound of my sword swinging.
貴様、ここで何をしている？
Long time no see.
私は何をしているのか聞いている。ここは我が屋敷の土地だぞ。そこで刀を振るうとはどういうつもりだ？
Sorry. I just felt like it. I said the first thing that came to my mind. If I bring up about the previous time, she will just treat me as a weirdo. Regardless of my thoughts, Matsunojo was looking closely into my eyes as if she was checking if I was lying.
まあいい。それよりお前、母上に呼ばれて訪ねてきたのだよな。
Yes. So, why was I called? Matsunojo, do you know? In fact, I was happy being called to Yamashina this time. The Chamberlain may ask me to live with her in Yamashina. She may not say to live, but maybe to stay for a while. Honestly, the air in Yamashina suits me better than the air in Edo. I want to live in Yamashina. Then I want to be with the Chamberlain again. I was hoping to hear a good answer from Matsunojo, but...
さあ、とにかくこんなところで油を売ってないで、さっさと屋敷に来い。
Oh, okay.
ほら。
Matsunojo coldly answered, then pointed her chin towards the estate and urged me to walk in front of her. I shouldn't have been seen in the grove swinging the sword. I feel Matsunojo menacing me from behind. Besides, she is holding the hilt of the sword with her right hand. It could be seen as Matsunojo is monitoring me, as she would a criminal.
母上、すぐはを連れてまいりました。
おお、すぐはか。どうせどうせ。
Nice to meet you again. Here I am from Edo.
うむ。遠路はるばるご苦労じゃったな。
No problem.
すぐはさん。
What? Imoshichi?
すぐはさん、お久しぶりです。
Oh, me too. I didn't know you were here.
はい。髪型の情勢を聞くために、エモ七も呼んでおったのじゃ。
Oh, is that right?
ご冗談。早速ですが、
上方の藩士の方々から預かった神紋です。
それで上方の様子はどうじゃ？はい。
上方に移り住んだ藩士の方々は別の藩に仕官するべく動いております。また武士の身分を捨て商人になった方々もいます。
神紋を提出した者の動向は？
今のところ奥野さんを中心とした方々の間ではお家最高で意見がまとまっています。
そうか。では上方の方は心配いらぬようだな。はい。
We hurriedly greeted each other and let Timoshichi explain the situation in Kyoto. It was the same information I had heard from Kyohita. As I thought, they all support the idea of the family restoration in Kyoto. But according to Kyohita, Tadashichi and Hayami are insisting on revenge. Imoshichi didn't comment about them. I wonder if they were shunned.
さすがは少年じゃ。上手に皆をまとめてくれておる。で、すぐは？江戸の方はどうじゃ？
Yes. I don't know why, but Imoshichi, who was sitting next to me, looked away. Maybe she heard about the situation in Edo from someone. If that's the case, I shouldn't hide anything and tell her everything.
すぐは？どうしたのじゃ？
It's not easy to explain, but the opinions in Edo are divided unlike Kyoto. Of course, most of the retainers are for restoring the family, but there are a few who support revenge.
それは安兵衛や軍兵衛のことじゃな。
It's not only them. There are a few others.
まあ、困った連中じゃのう。
But they have a reason for it. Imoshichi explained this the previous time. This time, I'm the one who explained it. People in Edo are unhappy with the Shogunate's decision to begin with. That's why even the townspeople are pushing for an attack. Even the artisan at Sengakuji Temple gave an unpleasant suggestion that an attack is what the late lord wants rather than being offered incense. So it can't be helped that they support the revenge.
まあ、安兵衛や軍兵衛が私の意見に従わないのは予想通りじゃ。じゃが、どちらにせよ、百花日法要が認められたのは事実であるし、藩士のほとんどはお家再興に賛成しておる。このまま、この運動が広がれば、お家再興も夢ではない。
そうですね。
すぐは、お前は引き続き安兵衛たちの行動を監視して、万が一愚かな画策を企てるようなら私に報告せよ。
A foolish plan.
どうかしたか？
For the Chamberlain, taking revenge is a foolish plan at this point. I understand logically, but her candid words offended me.
堀部殿、こうして毎日のように線香をあげて供養しに来るのも良いですが、いつになったら匠の神殿の仇を討つのですかな。
おい、やっさんよ。キラの首くらい、やっさん一人で乗り込んで取っちまえばいいだろ。高田の馬場の決闘で鳴らしたやっさんの言葉とは思えねえな。ここで仇討ちしねえでどうするよ。
やれやれ。赤穂の侍はあっぱれ忠義の侍だと思っていたが、どうやら我が身可愛さから仇討ちはしないらしい。
Chamberlain, you live in Yamashina where public opinions don't reach. It's easy for you to spread the idea of restoring the family. That's also what I want you to do. But Can you try to understand how Yasubi and the others are living with the daily public criticism? It may be true that taking revenge is a foolish plan, but Yasubi and others who live in Edo, they are in a situation where taking revenge is their only option. I want you to understand that. I'm sorry. Coming back to my senses, I quickly lowered my head. A foolish plan. I lost my temper with those words, when I noticed I had already blurted out my thoughts. But I wanted the Chamberlain to know what it's like in Edo. And I was the one who initiated the memorial service.
だからなんだと申すのだ。
Huh?
江戸の状況がどうなのかは知らぬ。だが、それをどうにかするのがお前の役目であろう。
Manage them. My duty is to be a messenger between Yamashina and Edo. And you're talking about Yasubi. How can I admonish her?
まあまあ。すぐは江戸の状況、わかった。安兵衛には私の方からも文を送っておく。
Okay.
さて、固い話も終わりにして。もしち、すぐは今日は我が屋敷でゆっくりとしてゆくがよいぞ。はい。
母上。
なんじゃ？
お言葉ですが、素母に限ってその必要はないかと。
What? I have no need to stay. But the Chamberlain offered me a place to stay.
松之丞、すぐはははるばる江戸からやってきたのじゃぞ。今晩一日くらい泊めてやってもよかろう。
母上がそこまで申されるのなら構いませんが、その場合、私が根津の番で素母を監視しなければなりません。
監視？なぜ素母を監視する必要があるのじゃ？
それは、素母が母上を殺める可能性があるからです。
Me? Kill the Chamberlain? Wait a minute. Why would I kill the Chamberlain?
申さねばわからぬか？貴様、先ほど竹林の中で何をしていた？
That? I was just swinging the sword.
素振りね。だが、私にはお前の振るった剣に殺気がこもっていたように思えたぞ。おい、素母。実のところお前、江戸詰めの者から母上を切れと命令を受けてきたのではないか？
Huh? I felt listless listening to Matsunojo. I see strong hate in her eyes. She kept her scornful eyes on me. Does she mean it? I doubt if Matsunojo has changed.
この際だからはっきりと申させてもらう。仇討ちしたい江戸詰めの方々からしたら、母上は邪魔な存在だ。ならば、お前が安兵衛殿からそのような命令を受けても不思議ではない。
I lost my temper at that moment. How could she ridicule Yasubi so much? Hey, Matsunojo? I can't let you speak that way about Yasubi.
なんだと？
Let me tell you this, Yasubi isn't who you think she is. I agree that her opinion is radical, but her disposition is reliable and kind.
すぐはさん。
To prove that, she never treated me as a nuisance, and she's been taking care of me quite well. She lets me stay with her. I haven't known her long, but Horibe Yasubi is a real samurai. And if she really wants to kill the Chamberlain, she won't go through the trouble of asking me. She would do it herself. Horibe Yasubi is a true to herself.
松之丞、すぐはの申す通りじゃ。
はい。
よいか？安兵衛も、このすぐはも、他の江戸詰めの者も、我々の同志なのじゃぞ。その同志が裏切るなど、考えるだけでも許されぬこと。 以後そのような口は慎め。
申し訳ございませんでした。
Matsunojo replied and left the room. But it's obvious to anyone that she didn't mean it when she apologized. In fact, the apology was meant for the Chamberlain and not for me.
すぐすまなかったな。山科にいると様々な噂が耳に入ってくるので、松之丞も疑心暗鬼になっておるのじゃ。私からも謝るから許してくれ。
Oh, please. Please don't apologize.
すまぬな。
It's fine.
それで、どうじゃ？松之丞はああ申したが、今夜は泊まっていくじゃろ？エモ七も泊まっていくのだから、遠慮はいらぬぞ。すぐはさん。
Thank you for the offer, but I'll return to Edo.
すぐは。
I'm not bothered by what Matsunojo had said. To tell you the truth, I like living in Edo, and I want to return to Edo as soon as I can. Thank you for the offer, but... Besides, if I stay here tonight, Matsunojo will lose her sleep tonight just to watch me. I pretended that I meant it and told her so with a big smile. To them, I belong to the Edo side, and I'm just a nuisance, so I shouldn't stay here long. Since I rejected the Chamberlain's offer, I'm living in Yamashina today. It was just my silly imagination that the Chamberlain may ask me to stay in Yamashina from now on. I realized wholeheartedly that my positions are completely different from the previous time.
久々にお会いすることができたのに。
Sorry about that. The scenery of the beloved estate in Yamashina seemed to have changed. It looked as if it was an entirely different world. Imoshichi, I wanted to talk with you. I wanted to ask you about Sayo and your sisters, and about life in Kyoto. But we have to wait until next time. Hey?
Hi?
Did you believe that I was here to kill the Chamberlain?
Huh?
You know, Matsunojo thinks that I'm the one of the radicals who wish for revenge.
すぐはさん。もう、何をおっしゃるかと思えば。すぐはさんがそんなことするはずがないじゃないですか。そんなことは、このエモ七が一番よく存じてます。
Imoshichi.
ご兄弟もおっしゃっていたでしょ。松之丞さんはいろいろな噂のせいで疑心暗鬼になっているだけです。今夜エモ七からも話しておきますゆえ、心配しないでください。
Thanks.
いいえ。
Imoshichi smiled big at me. Imoshichi's big smile somehow made me want to cry. My position has changed completely from the previous time to this time. But my relationship with Imoshichi hasn't. For Imoshichi, I am her family who lived together with her for a long time. Her affection touched me. Well, I'm going back to Edo. Say hi to everyone for me. I said goodbye to Imoshichi and turned away. On the way out, I looked around the outside of the estate, but I couldn't find Matsunojo anywhere. Even though she spoke harshly to me, I still wanted to say goodbye. A few hours later, after I left the Chamberlain's estate, I was approaching a barrier station on the border. I'm going back to Edo. On the way to Yamashina, I was excited. But now, I'm reluctant and each step felt heavy. I wonder how long it will take to return to Edo. Huh? Ah, Matsunojo. What are you doing here? Did you come to see me off?
ああ、そうだ。
Really? I was relieved to hear that. Matsunojo came all the way here to see me off. She could be regretting for the things she said to me. Things that were harsh. So she came to the border to see me off. Thank you for coming to see me off. But I'm relieved. I was worried it would be uncomfortable the next time we met because of the way we separated.
お互いに気まずい。別に私はお前と気まずくなろうが一向に構わん。
What? What do you mean by that?
そのままの意味だ。何を勘違いしているか知らぬが、私はお前が本当に江戸に戻るか確かめるために見送りに来たのだ。万が一、江戸に戻るふりをしてどこぞで潜伏しないとも限らないからな。だが、まっすぐ国境まで来たところを見ると、
Of course I didn't. I can't believe it. Matsunojo didn't just come here to say goodbye. She wanted to make sure that I was returning to Edo. Her actions saddened me rather than making me angry. And astonished me. Am I that untrustworthy to you?
そう申すお前は信用できるような行動をとってきたのか？すぐは？お前は事前に江戸での秘宝を知っており、単身殿の仇を討とうと画策したのだぞ。そのようなものをどうやって信用しろと申すのだ。
I couldn't say anything. I must be mysterious to her for sure. No matter what I say, she will not listen. But all I wanted to do is to save her and the Chamberlain's lives. I got it. Don't worry, I'm going back to Edo. You go back to your house.
そうしてくれると助かる。
She was hostile until the end. I passed beside her with my head low. Ah, Matsunojo?
なんだ？
You might think it's strange for me to say this, but please take care of the Chamberlain. She is a strong woman and doesn't usually show her weakness. But give her a break once in a while. I'm sure the bruise on her arm has not healed yet. When the time comes, you're the only one to protect her. Well...
なぜ、すぐはは私以外は知らぬ母上の痣のことを。
この度は誠にありがとうございました。
Yamashina. Don't think I've ever met her yet.
これからもどうかごひいきに。すっかり遅くなってしまったな。
もしあなたは元赤穂藩の山羽利左衛門さんかい？
そうだが、あなたは誰？なぜ
That sounded like the assassin. That was her voice. August 15th.
山羽が切られた？
へい！切られたのは山羽で間違いないのか？
間違いない。
どこで切られたんだ？
柳町の裏手。
Is it about someone you know? Somebody was killed last night? I was puzzled by the commotion caused by this incident.
すぐに何を言ってやがるんです。山羽さんはあちきたちと同じ赤穂藩だったお方ですよ。
What?
山羽利左衛門、在々奉行だったものだ。
Former Rocco retainer.
新六、下手人は？
物取りの類か。
それもわからねえんです。ただ知り合いの岡っ引きの話だと物取りじゃねえって。
そうか。
Were you close to the one who died?
いや、そういう間柄じゃねえ。仲が良かったらこの場にいるはずだしよ。
利左衛門は武士を捨て商人になっていたみたい。
商人になった途端、道端で切り殺されちまうとはな。同じ藩だったものとしちゃ情けねえ最後だぜ。
軍兵衛、死んだ者を悪く言うな。
はいはい。
Well, it is the Edo era. The streets aren't that safe. I need to be careful too. It has been over a month since the incident in Yamashina. I've never felt so low. Of course, it was because of what happened in Yamashina. I went to Yamashina with hope, but only to be met with despair. Of course, I feel low.
見ての通り、あっちきはタッパはねえし、体も細えので、剣は昔から苦手だったんでやんすよ。でも、仇討ちするとなりゃ、そんなことも言ってられねえでしょ。だから、あっちきはなんとかして強くなりてえんでやんすよ。すぐに、この通りです。どうか、あっちきに剣を教えてください。すぐに、あっちきの話を聞いてやす。すぐに
Huh? Oh.
もう、どうしたでやんすか。江戸に戻ってからため息ばかりついてやすよ。
It's nothing. As the Chamberlain ordered, I came back to Edo. Now my position is more like the enemy of the Chamberlain and Chikara. Just thinking about it makes me feel terrible.
ほほう。さてはすぐに、恋に落ちちまいやしたね。
What are you talking about? Why would I, Oh no. Does she know about the Chamberlain and I? I suddenly become very anxious by Kohita's words. Well, considering the situation, it's more like falling on my face more than falling in love.
すぐに、何も言わねえでいいですぜ。わかってやす、わかってやすとも。すぐにの一番の妹分である、この毛利小平太。お慕いする兄貴分のことは、何でもお見通しでやんす。
Everything?
すぐにすぐには、旅の途中に立ち寄った遊郭の女郎に、惚れちまったんですよね。
Huh? Wait a sec. I have not fallen for a woman whom I've met on the road.
まあまあ、そんなに恥ずかしがることなんてねえですよ。よくある話でやんす。
Hey, are you listening to me?
惚れた相手は、旅の途中に立ち寄った遊郭の女郎。だから、なかなか会うことは許されねえ。しかも、江戸に戻れば、あちきのような美女が目の前に。
What beautiful girl. Well, that's some story you got there. Oh, Shinoku, can you teach Kohita some sword fighting?
私が、言葉に出さず、表情だけで答えたでやんすね。
A silent rejection.
ここは兄貴分のすぐはが教えるべき。
I'm not responsible for training anyone.
兄貴
I said no. No, no. How many times do I have to tell you? I am not that skilled to teach anyone.
そんな
That Kohita. Always pleading me for sword lessons whenever she has the chance. But If this all goes by history, Kohita doesn't join the revenge attack. Then there is no need for me to teach her sword fighting. That was my true opinion. And I need to find a job, so I have no time for that.
すぐにまだ働いてねえんで
Yeah. Well, I wasn't planning on it anyway. But if days go by without making our revenge on Kira, my wallet does get lighter and lighter. Might have to really start looking for work.
すぐはの場合字の読み書きができないからなかなか難しいなるほどバカでもすぐにでもできる仕事ってなると難しいでやんすね
Hey, was that necessary? Man, what's with everyone?
じゃあ私は行くから
Oh, okay. Shinoku headed out into town to gather information. Gunby should be back after running errands. Yasubi is out gathering potential comrades. By the way, Yasubi hasn't asked me anything after I returned to Edo. I wasn't sure how to explain the situation of the Chamberlain. So her attitude surprised me. I think Yasubi slightly understands the situation, and therefore is not asking any questions. That's what I thought, at least.
にしても暇でやんすね
Don't you have to go to work?
今日は休みです
Your job seems very inconsistent.
何もしてないすぐによりはマシじゃねえかと
Hmm.
いらっしゃいません
What's with all the commotion?
すぐに
Huh? I turned around, noticing Kohita's gaze. Then I saw... Oh. There was... Isogai and Katoka, whom we executed the raid together with in the past. What are they doing here?
深見すぐはだな。
お前に話がある。
Me? Isogai and Kotaka's sudden visit was a surprise. And they want to talk to me? What do they want?
あつきは今から仕事に行かねえと
Hey, Kohita, you're not going anywhere. You said you had the day off. I whispered into Kohita's ear and grabbed her by the neck so there was no chance of her escaping.
話してくだせんよお二人はすぐにお話があるんでしょだったらあつきみてえな小物お邪魔じゃねえですかあとは若い人同士で存分にお話をなさってくださいやし
This is not a blind date. Please, I want you here.
おい。
何を二人でこそこそと話しているのだ。
Well, So, you need to talk to me?
その安兵衛は仇討ちする同志を集めて回ってると聞いたのだが、どうやらうまくいってないようだな。
Huh? I don't know.
今やお家最高の意見が大勢を占め、仇討ちする者が集まらないことは我らの耳にも入っているぞ。
I see. I get it. I already understand the purpose of these visitors. Seems like they are both here to join Yasubi and the others. These two are against restoring the house. But they are not openly discussing revenge like how Yasubi and the others are. Before they had great power within the clan, but now they are in a difficult position. What do you say that? Why do you say that?
もしよかったらの話だが、私たちが仲間に入ってやってもいいと考えていてな。
そうだ。本当なら私たち二人でも仇討ちはできるのだが、安兵衛がどうしてもと申すなら仲間に入ってやってもよいかなと。
I was right. They do want to join. So they want me to get in the middle, to avoid asking for Yasubi's permission directly. Such proud people.
ねえ、すぐにすぐに。お二人は何を言ってやがるんですか？
Well, they...
言っちゃなんですが、お二人だけで仇討ちなんかできるわけねえでやんすよね。
Hey, hey. Kohita has a point. But I know these two cannot bear bowing down to Yasubi. Their pride is too high. Of course, pride doesn't matter at this point. What should we do? It would be a pain if these two joined the Edo radicals. I think it would be best for me to turn them down without hurting their pride.
どうだ、お前から安兵衛に言っておいてはくれぬか。
安兵衛も我らが仲間に入れば喜ぶだろうしな。
Well, I am very sorry, but to have both of you...
誰が仲間に入れば喜ぶって？
Gunbei? And just then, Gunbei came over. It wasn't great timing, that's for sure.
軍兵衛。
磯貝、片岡、二人が一体こんなところに何の用だ？ちょいと脇で話を聞いていたが、俺の聞き間違いだよな。だってそうだろうよ。まさかお前らが今さら俺たちの仲間に入りたいなどと申すわけがない。もしそうだとしたら、随分と虫が良すぎる話じゃねえか？おい、殿が腹をお切りになさった後、俺たちがキラを撃とうと誘った時、お前らは何と申した？我らは我らの考えがある。よって行動を共にすることはできぬ。そう抜かしたのを忘れたとは言わせねえぞ。
それは。
それに、磯貝。お前今では酒売りの商人らしいじゃねえか。しかも浅野家の者と意図的に交際を絶っているんだってな。
それは違う。私はただ。
ただ？なんだ？
おい、軍兵衛。貴様、少し言葉が過ぎるのではないのか？我らは殿の側用人という重責を担っていたにもかかわらず、仇討ちする同士が集まらないと耳にしたからこそ、そなたたちの仲間に入ってやろうと参ったのだ。本当は内心、我らが仲間に入ることが嬉しいのであろう？
はあ？内心嬉しいだと？ごますりだけが得意でまともに剣も触れねえやつを仲間に入れて誰が嬉しいんだよ。
なんだと？貴様、もう一度申してみろ。
なんだ？やんのかよ。面白え。二人がかりなら勝てるつもりか？けどな、この槍の軍兵衛、お前らごときが切れるほど甘くねえぞ。
ごくり。
Gunbei, don't you think that's enough?
話にならん。行くぞ、玄五右衛門。
ああ、おい、軍兵衛。もし我らの助けが欲しくなった後で泣きを見るなよ。
誰が泣きなんか見るかよ。とっとと帰りやがれ。ったく、何の用で来たのかと思ったら。
軍ね、かっこよかったでやんすね。この槍の軍兵衛、
お前らごときが切れるほど甘くねえぞ。
あっちきもあんなセリフを言ってみたいでやんすよ。
That was an epic scene among Gubei, Isogai, and Katakoa. What Gunbei said does make sense, though. It wasn't easy for me to accept a situation like Kohita. Now that I think about it, Isogai and Kotaka showed intense fury during the raid. I think they want to avenge their lord in their own ways. On the other hand, Gunbei withdrew from the alliance. Thinking of it, it made me feel slightly guilty for not welcoming them in.
それよりすぐに今からあっちきの家に来ません？
Now?
へい、姉上がすぐには来ないのかって寂しがってるでやんすよ。
No way.
そんなことあるでやんすよ。すぐにと話してすげえ楽しかったって言ってたでやんすから。
Yeah. Well, since there was that incident that happened midday, I don't feel like facing Yasubi going back now. I guess I'll take Kohita up on her offer. Then I guess I'll have some tea.
本当でやんすか？姉上きっと喜びやす。姉上、ただいま戻りやした。
あら、小平太。お帰りなさい。今日は遅かったのですね。
Good evening.
まあ、菅原さん。
Hello. I decided to pay a visit again.
そうだったのですか。どうぞどうぞ、お上がりください。まあ、昼間にそんなことが。
Yes. I told Tokifusa about what happened earlier in the day.
まったく、今頃になって仲間に加わりたいだなんて虫がいいでやんすよ。でも軍姉がガツンと言って追い返したでやんす。だからもう来ることはねえと思いやすけどね。
小平太、そんなことを申してはいけません。良いですか、小平太。磯貝殿も片岡殿もわらをもすがる思いで嗣葉さんに頼みに来たのかもしれないのですよ。
でも
Do you think so too? To be honest, I felt a bit sorry for them.
すぐに
難しい問題ですね。太平なら地の侍がもてはやされ、乱世なら武の侍がもてはやされる。お家が平和な時は磯貝殿や片岡殿のような方々が必要ですが、ひとたびお家に騒動が起こると堀部殿や高田殿のような方々が必要になる。しかも堀部殿や高田殿は浅野家では戸様だったお人。おそらく以前から磯貝殿たちとは反りが合っていなかったのかもしれません。
Then Yasubi and the others were holding a grudge.
それは当人ではないので分かりかねますが。
Before the Asano family fell, Isogai and Katoka, who were the Lord Chamberlains, mainly ruled the domain. And people who were skilled in fighting such as Yasubi had no real position in the domain. In the domain they were in the shadows. But with the Lord's incident, the tables turned. For revenge you do not need brains, just strength to wield a sword. Same with the Chamberlain. Before they insulted her by calling her a daylight lantern. Now, with the family discontinued, she shows her true unique gifts. Therefore, without the incident in the Corridor of the Pines, the Chamberlain and Yasubi may have been forgotten in history. Fate can be surprising.
菅葉さん、磯貝殿や片岡殿をお仲間に加えることはできないのですか？
Huh?
姉上、何を申しておるでやんすか。あち 月はそんなの認めたくねえです。
小平太、私はあなたにお願いしてるのではありません。つぐはさんにお願いをしているのです。
もう。
Not me.
はい。
I think it would be tough to do so. I am not in a position to give Yasubi my opinion.
でも、須川さんは堀部殿のお屋敷に一緒に住んでいるのですよね。
Well, I just live in the dojo.
そうなのですか。申し訳ございません。私は一緒に住んでいると耳にしておりましたから、てっきりお二人は恋仲なのかと。
Lovers? No, no, that's not true.
あら、そうでしょうか。私はお似合いだと思っておりますけど。
How can Yasubi and I look like a pair? We're talking about that Yasubi. And I have the Chamberlain on my mind anyway. Thank you for the tea.
大したもてなしもできねえですいやせん。
It was great. I'm glad to be invited in the first place.
そんなもんでやんすか？
Yeah. The seasons have changed and it is summer now. The cool evening air in Edo brushes my cheeks.
でも、すぐに磯貝さんや片岡さんのことどうするでやんすか？
I won't do anything. As I said to your sister, I am not in a position to tell Yasubi what to do.
そうでやんすよね。今さらあの二人を仲間なんかに加えられねえですよ。
And I bet they won't be visiting us anymore, judging from today. The current situation surrounding the Aqua Warriors is what I want. And the movement to restore the family is spreading for sure. On the other hand, the Edo radicals are not increasing in numbers. Then there is no need to bring Asogai and Katoka onto our side. Well, Yasubi is visiting each retainer's house to talk them into becoming one of our members. Well, I'll go home.
お疲れさんでやんした。
Bye. Oh well. Kohita's sister is overestimating me, asking me to do something about Asogai and the others, and saying that Yasubi and I are lovers. Yasubi and I,
もう。
Nope, nope, nope. If that were to happen, Shinoku would kill me. Ah, I need to get back to the dojo. August 19th. August 19th, 14th year of the Genroku era. But it's a good enough place to leave it for this episode. So, as always, this is Jeff Kitty signing off. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.